All right, good morning. So we're back on the Appalachian Trail, this rocky trail here. That right there was the relatively flat spot that I saw last night that I decided to set up our tent on, and we were just fine there. I was very, very glad to find that spot just as the sun was about to go down, and there's this nice water source up here. This is White House Brook. So that's the name of the brook, White House Brook. And so I was able to get our water here without having to carry it very far. And we were plenty comfortable last night. I was plenty warm. So the first night in... Riley, hold up, buddy. Riley, hold up. Yeah, the first night in... After 2 nights of being cold. Riley, this way. This way, Riley. I think we go this way, Riley. I think we go this way. Yeah, Riley, we go this way. Riley, over here, come on. This way, Riley, come on. Riley, this way. Riley! Come on, buddy. Let's get across here, buddy. Hold up. Go this way. Hold up. Wait. Over here, Riley. Come on. All right, we can go up here. It's fine, Riley. Shake, 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 shake. All right. Yeah, so after 2 nights of being cold, well, 2 nights ago we were very cold, but at least we were out of the rain. That was Saturday night. And then that was 3 nights ago, because today's Tuesday, September the 10th, day number 131, I believe. Right, so last night was Monday night, 2 nights ago was Sunday night, 3 nights ago was Saturday night. So 3 nights ago we were very cold, but at least we survived. 2 nights ago, Sunday night, we were still chilly, still cold. Yeah, we were still cold on Sunday night. And then last night, I was comfortable. I was not cold. And I think Riley was comfortable as well. He was shivering a little bit as we were getting to sleep. I could feel his body shivering a little bit. But he was able to settle down, and he seemed comfortable for most of the night. So very nice to have a nice warm night. I was able to, and part of the reason for that is this orange shirt that I'm wearing, I was able to wear that yesterday while we were hiking, and so this orange shirt dried out, and so I was able to wear this comfortably underneath my puffy jacket. And I was also able to use my liner inside my sleeping bag. And Riley just wore his jacket last night. I did actually try to put the rain jacket over him as a blanket, but he rolls out of that, well, like he moves around during the night, and I can put it on as a blanket, but then I have to, when he moves and repositions himself, I have to put it back on. So he was mostly in his regular jacket, but he seemed, like I said, he seemed like he was sleeping comfortably. And me and my liner and sleeping bag, along with I had my blue leggings underneath my hiking pants, and I had my orange shirt and my puffy jacket on. I was very, very comfortable. So I got a very good night's sleep. And my yellow shirt, my bright yellow shirt, is still damp. So I currently have that strapped to the outside of my pack to let it dry out. Or it was strapped to the outside of my pack yesterday too, but it didn't fully dry out. Come on, Riley. But I plan, once I warm up later today, I plan to take my orange shirt off and put that yellow shirt on, and that should help it to dry out more, so that I can wear that as well. Riley, we want to go straight through here, Riley. Come on. Riley, this is not the trail here. We got to go straight through. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, Riley. There is a chill in the air this morning. I kept my puffy jacket on as long as possible to stay warm. I'm pretty sure this is the trail here. That says Pemi Trail to the left. Hopefully there's a white blaze up here. Because if the AT followed the Pemi Trail, it should have said AT on it. Anyway, all right, so that's a white blaze right there. Very good. And that's a white blaze. So we are still in the AT here. We are approaching, we have about a half mile until we get to Franconia Notch. That's just like in the White Mountains, there's 4 notches, Kinsman Notch, Franconia Notch, Crawford Notch, and Pinkham Notch, and they are all like low areas. At like valleys in between high mountain peaks, where there are generally parking areas, and they're popular spots for people to access the trails. And I said this last night, but my plan today is to try to get to Garfield Ridge Shelter, which is supposed to be 10.8 miles ahead of that White House Brook water area. And we're getting off to a reasonable start. So I'm hoping we have plenty of time to get there without having to hike in the night. And now I believe we need to go right under here. Yep. Anyway, so I'm a little confused here, Riley. What do we do? Yeah, I guess the trail goes here. So we are currently climbing up the the south side of Franconia Ridge, getting closer to Liberty Springs campsite, which is where I was originally targeting to get last night. We saw a day hiker back at the trailhead shortly after we started the day. His name is Keith, and we were hiking ahead of him for a while, and I felt like we were going too fast for my comfort. And then Riley stopped to take another bowel movement, and so he got ahead of us. And now we are behind him, and I feel better now. I don't feel like I'm going faster than I want to. Just taking it one step at a time, so it's more comfortable. Riley, wait. See, Riley just wants to go, go, go. This is why I was going too fast earlier, because when we were in front, he just wanted to go, go, go. And I felt the pressure to stay in front of Keith. But now that he's in front of us, I feel more comfortable just stopping and taking a break whenever I want to. Right, no, hold up, buddy, hold up. I completely forgot in my intro to mention that it actually rained last night. After we got in our tent, it was actually after I fell asleep. I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard pitter patter on our tent walls, and it persisted for a while. So there was condensation inside the tent, but the tent kept us dry, fortunately. And then it stopped before the morning. So if there's any time for it to rain, it's when we're inside our tent at night. That's the best time, so that we don't get wet during the day. All right, buddy, slow down, buddy. So we reached the Liberty Springs campsite a little while ago, and there was a water source right next to the right on the trail, basically. And that's the last water source for a while. So I stopped there and filled up a liter and gave Riley some food and water, which he was in need of. And then actually the caretaker, his name is Jeff, as we were packing up to go, he actually walked by and said hi, chatted with us for a little bit. And then he actually said that, I actually asked him something I was curious about. I asked him how often he needs to hike up and down, back and forth, from Franconia Notch up to the campsite, because it's not an easy hike. It's all uphill, very steep, very rocky. Not as hard as the hike up to the Kinsman's, but it's still a challenging hike. And he said he has to do it like once or twice a week. Sometimes just once a week. So basically he stays here like all week and then hikes down, probably to resupply his food, and then comes back up with another week's supply of food. That's what I'm guessing. He also said that his season ends beginning of October, so just a few more weeks left for him. And he says that the number of people staying at the campsite has already started to reduce very significantly now that it's gotten cold. What's going on, Riley? You okay? What's going on? All right, buddy, come on. You gotta go, Riley. Riley is really resisting me here. Boom. Oh my goodness, Riley. Anyway, so feels good to be in the sunlight here. So we And then before leaving, he actually, Jeff said that he has a dog who he would bring up regularly, but he's not bringing him up anymore for the season because since it's so close to the end of the season, he's not bringing him up anymore. And he had some extra dog food that he offered to me. He was like, "Do you need any dog food?" And I actually do need dog food. I'm going through the dog food quicker than I thought I would, especially given the 0 that we took on Sunday. And I have, enough for Riley, but I feel, he can always eat more. And so he gave me 4 packets of dehydrated dog food that he had brought up for his dog that he's not going to use anymore. And he just said he was looking for someone who had a dog that could use it. So I am that lucky person. So now I have extra dog food for Riley. Much needed. It helps me feel more comfortable. The next easy resupply point is like Gorham, New Hampshire, which is like 60 miles away at least. So it's a ways away. We can get off earlier if we need to, and there's also huts that we can get food at, but this will definitely help us. And now we're doing a little downhill. We're not descending, like we're basically starting the I'm not really sure. we had more uphill to do after leaving the Liberty Springs campsite, and then we got up to this side trail. Now we're on Franconia Ridge Trail, and the Liberty Springs trail that we were on went off in a different direction to go up to Mount Liberty. But the AT continues on this trail, Franconia Ridge Trail. And so we're doing some downhill here. And I think it's going to be kind of a little uphill and a little downhill for the rest of Franconia Ridge. We're probably not even on Franconia Ridge right now. I think once we get up there, we'll actually have like a clear view. Unlike now where we're still amongst the trees. We keep going up. We got to get to the top at some point. Good job, Riley. Oh, buddy. Good boy. Good boy, Riley. Hold up, buddy. Okay. Up you go, Riley. Good boy. Stay there, Riley. Hey, stay there. Stay there, Riley. Stay there, Riley. Hold up, buddy. Good boy, Riley. Stay there, Riley. Hold up, buddy. This would be a perfect tent site for Riley alone. If Riley had his own tent and could be trusted to stay in his own tent by himself. Hold up, buddy. All right, look at this. Welcome to the Alpine Zone. Travel on trails or bare rock. Keep dogs close. The following activities are illegal beyond this point. It's interesting that it says camping is illegal, because prior to this point, there's like no place to camp. Even if you want to, there's no place to camp. Hold up, buddy. Riley, hold up, buddy. That looks like it could be a camp spot, but it looks like people have, who don't want people to camp there, have covered it with branches. We've passed several southbounders, some through hikers, some section hikers, some day hikers, and some of them told us that on top of the ridge, when we get up there, this morning, the winds were blowing at, one of the guys said 65 miles an hour, but they also said that it started to settle down as they got towards the end of it. So hopefully it's much calmer right now. All right, so that was just a sampling of the uphill climbing that we needed to do. It wasn't quite that rocky for most of the hike up. The wind is not too bad right now, but it's still blowing. And it would be quite nasty if it with 65 miles an hour winds up here. All right, we got about 2 miles of this ridge walk, so we gotta keep going here. We have 1.7 to go to Mount Lafayette on the Franconia Ridge Trail, which is currently the AT. Wouldn't want to be up here at nighttime. No, thank you. Hello, buddy. Come on, Ryan. Here we go. Now, yes, okay. It's nice to know where the trail goes here. That's a cairn to guide the way for southbounders. And I assume that's Mount Lafayette, actually, probably. And we're just gonna be hiking all the way up there. Riley, what are you doing? Come on, Riley, let's go. Come on, Riley. It is magnificent up here on a sunny, clear day, but it's still a little scary with it being you're just feeling the wind here. I took a break here to put my rain jacket on. This will definitely be helpful to block the wind, and we're gonna keep moving while the sun is still high in the sky, because we still got to get to our shelter tonight. So just a short bit ago, I was thinking about how hungry I was, and I remembered that I still have my 2 free caramels that I got at this place called Red Kite Candy in Hanover. They give 2 free caramels to thru hikers, and I got the maple flavor and the vanilla bourbon flavor. And I just remembered that I have them in my pouch, so I took one of them out and I unwrapped it, and it was kind of the stickiness of the caramel had kind of seeped through the paper wrapping a little bit, but I was able to get the paper off, and I ate the first one, and it was so delicious. I think it was the vanilla bourbon flavor, because I didn't taste a distinct maple flavor, so I'm pretty sure it was vanilla bourbon, and it was absolutely excellent caramel. And then I got up here, and there were two day hikers that were coming south, and we just said hello. And then I was looking back this way, and we talked about how, look at that rock there, how it's like placed just by itself. And I was like, I bet some daredevil has tried to jump on that isolated rock to get a picture. Not me. No way, no way, no way. But can you imagine someone doing that? The only reason I had the luxury to talk about this is because the sun is so high in the sky right now, and it's warm out, and I have my rain jacket on. And I guess the caramel has brought a little bit of a smile to my insides. But we're hiking all the way up there. We got a long way to go. Silhouette of Van Gogh and Riley. Yes, sir. We still have all that way to go to climb up to, I assume that's up there is the peak of Mount Lafayette. Still got a long way to go. The trees look like blades of grass almost. The mountains are just everywhere. All right, buddy. That's where we came from. Let's see what the sign says. Wait. Let's go this way, Riley. Right, this way. This friggin' mountain here. The wind is picking up. Hold up, buddy. Riley, over here, buddy. This has to be Mount Lafayette. Franconia Ridge, AT, Garfield Ridge Trail. Okay, so now we're on the Garfield Ridge Trail. We're trying to get to Garfield campsite 3.9 miles away. Okay. This is Greenleaf Trail, which leads to a hut in 1.1 miles. No way in HE double hockey sticks that we are going to walk 1.1 miles off the AT to get to a hut that we can't even stay at. So I can feel it, we are going downhill. So that must have been the peak of Mount Lafayette, that right there. I didn't see a sign for it. Sometimes there's a sign, sometimes there's not. The sun is still high in the sky, fortunately. All right, so I think we're just getting back to where tree line is. That was a long walk on Franconia Ridge. I think we're finished with the ridge now, and we're back under tree line now. The ridge walk is supposed to be 2.5 miles, but it feels so long. Especially when the winds are whipping around, but I feel like they're just probably always whipping around on the ridge. And Riley and I probably had actually a rather pleasant time to do it. I'm sure there's many other days where it's much more, where the wind is just much tougher to deal with. All right, we still got work to do here. Lots of work, but I think we're under 3 miles to go until the shelter. All right, so I think this is we're on Mount Garfield right now. Moon's out. We are close to Garfield Ridge Shelter. All right, good evening. It is about 10:30 at night. Just want to close out the day here for Tuesday, September 10th. Day number, I think, 131. Let me double check that. Yes, day 131, Tuesday, September 10th. So the light went by faster than I was expecting. I mean, I knew, I guess we didn't have as much light as I was saying we did. We didn't have to do a lot of night hiking. We were very close to Garfield Ridge Shelter by the time the sun set. And I actually decided to hike a little bit beyond the shelter, which sounds like a crazy decision, but I felt more comfortable doing it tonight because I had looked at my Far Out app before getting to the shelter and was able to learn that there were several spots where there were campsites to set up our tent, like not too far after the shelter. So we ended up hiking about a half mile after the shelter, and we're able to find a campsite. And so we're in our tent now and got our tent set up, and we're safe and sound. So that's all that matters. We didn't just get here. We got here probably about maybe like, I don't remember exactly, but probably about 9 p.m. or a little earlier maybe. But yeah, around 9 p.m. probably. It's really cold tonight. Just feels really cold. It was chilly today, but it always gets colder at night, of course. And I actually found a rain jacket on the trail today, which a very nice REI rain jacket. And I decided to pick it up and take it, and figured it will help us to stay warm. So I'm currently in my liner and sleeping bag in my puffy, with my puffy jacket on, and my leggings, as well as my hiking pants. And Riley has his jacket on, and I've put both of my rain jackets over him for blankets to help keep him warm. So we are staying warm enough tonight, even though it's so cold out. The trail just is really, in my opinion, this is all my opinion, of course, it just seems really, really hard, really tough, really rugged. The climb even like after we passed the shelter, I think I remember this from my 2018 hike. After we passed Garfield Ridge Shelter, we had a super steep descent where we were basically walking down a like a little waterfall. So it wasn't a lot of water, but there was a good amount of flowing water going down this very steep descent, and that's exactly where the trail went. I definitely remember something similar in my 2018 hike, but in 2018 I remember doing it during the daytime when it was daylight out, and Riley and I were doing it at night. So we had to be extra careful to not slip and fall or anything. And fortunately, we were careful, and we got down safely, and eventually got into our tent here. So I am tired. I want to go to bed. I'm also really hungry. So I'm going to eat some food before getting to bed. And we are a couple miles away from this hut called Galehead Hut. I hope it's like really close to the trail. Most of the huts are really close to the trail, so I am potentially looking forward to stopping in there in the morning and seeing if they have any leftovers from breakfast. And that would be awesome if they did, because I would really like some pancakes and some eggs and whatever else delicious food that they might have. I do have enough food on me, but it's not the same as a nice as the amazing breakfast that they serve in the huts. So that is something that I will be definitely will be on my mind tomorrow morning. I was really glad to have received the extra dehydrated dog food from the caretaker at Liberty Springs campsite today. I still have the extra caramel. I had one of them today as I was walking on Franconia Ridge. The caramels that I got from Red Kite Candy in Hanover. That was super delicious, and I still have the maple one. And I will, so that will be enjoyed sometime in the future. And then I'm also glad that I was able to find the rain jacket. That's definitely gonna help us to keep warm as we continue northward. So that's all for now. I'll say goodnight, and as always, I hope everyone that is watching this is doing very well, and we will check in tomorrow for Wednesday, September 11th, day number 132, I believe. So, bye for now.